Matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, the blonde bomber, Ebony Bridges, fighting from down under. In New South Wales, Australia, she won the IBF Bantamweight title in March of 2022. Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia, a women's Australian super bantamweight champion, Ebony, the blonde bomber, Bridges. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, simply the best, Katie Taylor.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, the wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Beautiful counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. This is a high-octane battle. That hook doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Let her back into the fight that round. That's her round.
Don't be...
And there's the bell to start round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
Nice counter shot. Jab does not score. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the... And down goes Katie Taylor. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four. You are right.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Straight away, still in this. Think about defense.
On to the third. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it in this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Ebony Bridges is rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
So much for boxing. This is a fight. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
She wasn't ready for that counter. Hook misses. Good counter shot by her. The straight right just misses. Counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
That's her round.
And in your power shots. Good work. Don't forget that jab. And
So keep your mind focused. Get your jab back. Just box her. Okay? Don't be smart.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Beautiful counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Ebony Bridges goes down. She knocked her spark out with that shot to the head. Let's watch it again one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
They're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Incredible work rate. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
And I need you to win this round. So get your mind back.
Nice round.
And there's the bell for round 5. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy, does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Whoa, Johnny! Ebony Bridges on her back foot. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
She catches and counters. Swing and a miss with that hook. Needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bridges in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Let's go out there. Let's reset.
This is the beginning of round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
trying to let it all hang out here in this round. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Did you see that? Ebony Bridges on wobbly legs. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Failing to score with that right hook. That left hook missed. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Back in the game. That's a terrible round. That's a terrible round.
Round 7, here we go. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Ebony Bridges is rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. Oh my goodness, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch right up the... Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Keep on the end of that jab.
Set your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back.
But all in all, it's good work. Keep doing what you're doing. You got this. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. That's good. One round.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you...
Bridges down to the canvas. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not going to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for somewhere else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Nice counter shot by her. Ebony Bridges on her back foot. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, she's got the advantage halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Swing and a miss with the hook. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.